I'm just gonna try to lay one up with my fairway driver with the Fortress, just keep it down the middle. Keep it at that. I'm getting old, dude. I'm 31. How old are you, Danny?
25?
I'm getting older. I wouldn't say I'm old, but 31. I feel like I'm starting to make different decisions on the disc golf course based on playing the game and not just stepping up to a hole and trying to crush as far as I can every time. This is something I find myself doing more often. I kind of pick out holes that are really difficult, and I'll kind of make sure that I don't take a big number on it. Like this hole, if I wanted to play the big shot, yeah, I could advance further down the fairway, but then I'm bringing the long OB into play. I'm surely bringing the left side into play, or if you throw it hard enough, you could hit the trees, land behind the trees. That's why I backed off on the shot and threw like a 60-70% shot. Just try to keep it on the line. I'll try the Fortress. Hey, if I lose it, I heard there's a factory or something here. I could pick up some more. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to turn on it a little bit because these things do have stability. Skip. It's more of a safe shot than didn't really unleash on it. So I'm just gonna putt this until I make it, and then you make me look like I made it on the first try. That's what everybody does, right? Right behind the tree, Fortress.
Is that where it's at? I didn't see where it finished.
It finished about 30 feet.
30, right? Like behind that bushy tree?
It's not that far from the basket. Here, I'll park it this time. That should be right on it that time.
All right, how do you decide when to jump putt, step putt, or just throw it? Do you jump putt every chance you get?
It's usually distance and wind, and I mean, I usually jump putt between, 36 feet and 70, especially if it's not windy. But if it does get a little bit windy, I'll more work on a spinny, touchy shot rather than my loft putt that kind of dives in the basket. Go from the loft putt to more of a spin putt as it gets windier. And yeah, I'm always trying to control the speed of the disc, though. I feel like that's really important. Did it make it past it? Went kind of far, not all the way.
I didn't see it.
It went over the hill.
If it's on the downslope, you said
It went over the hill.
that's a smash, dude.
It was a smash.
Oh, there's somebody down there.
Yeah. My brother ain't no joke, dude. He can throw it.
Safe too, yeah.
My collection of minis is unbelievable, dude. I probably have 1,000 minis. Line it up, send it into the chains. Pretty much. I'll keep it at that. I'm liking that new anvil I got from that dude. He walks up to me and he's like, "Hey man, will you sign my disc?" And I'm all, "No, but I'll trade you a disc for this one." That's happened to me more than once. I end up acquiring a disc that some fan wants me to sign. I'm like, "You sure? Are you gonna throw this one? Oh, you're gonna hang it on the wall? Let me give you something else. Got my name on it or something, you know?" It's the BT anvil, baby. That's why everybody wants one of these. People keep contacting me. Ballista Pro.
This sounds like a good roller hole too. As long as you get it.
I would, but the grass is so thick right now. It's been raining and stuff. I could tell it's pretty thick.
Is that usually what decides if you're going to throw a roller?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I like that it's slightly downhill, but
So everyone always says to practice, you drive for show, putt for dough. Besides putting, what do you think is the #1 skill that newer players should work on to improve their game?
playing rounds of disc golf by yourself and practicing in a field by yourself so you become more comfortable with your own set of discs. I feel like that's one of the best pieces of advice I can give to any player. If you're really wanting to get into it and you want to improve your skills, then you have to learn your products, and you can't just throw them how the guys throw them on the YouTube videos. You got to get out there and learn how your arm speed reacts to those discs.
Oh, do you keep score when you're playing a practice round?
Not if I'm throwing a bunch of discs, I'm not keeping score, but if I'm gonna, do any type of competitive match, yeah, I'll keep score. I'll know what my score is, and I'll know what everybody's score is that I'm playing with if it's a competition.
How much does that change your play though? Like if it's coming down the stretch, how do you handle the pressure?
I mean, it all depends on how many strokes I need or how many strokes I'm trying to hang on to. I mean, if I get a comfortable enough lead, sometimes I feel like no matter what I do, I'm still going to be able to win a tournament. Or if I'm several strokes behind, you got to pick a time that you believe you can pick up a stroke, and sometimes you got to get slightly outside your comfort zone, and that happens more when you're behind. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you're behind for coming down the stretch and you only got 3 holes left, you might have to throw a shot that you're not that comfortable with, but you really just have to commit to it in your mind and foresee it working out and kind of instill that confidence. Just try to use the anvil and just try to dump it right there. Try to keep it close. Keep it that close. I feel like I should have done a little better. It's something I do in practice is I'll pretty much throw the shot until I get it right if it's my practice round. I don't care how many it takes. I'll go pick up my disc and do it again and let the card go to the next hole if that's what it takes, but usually I want to get it right during practice. Much better. I mean, if you practice enough up shots, if you're 200 feet away, you really don't want to leave yourself any kind of putt. Can't say for sure, but landed on a pretty good angle. Went kind of far down there.
That's exactly what you're
It
looking
went kind of far. Gotta get this one there. We'll work off that one.
All right, real quick to end the video. Give me like a 5 minutes or less jump putting tutorial. People want to know how to jump putt. They don't know how to throw it properly when they're jump putting. What's your best advice for people who are trying to jump putt?
My best advice for the jump putt is try to control the speed of the disc and make sure you give yourself a high release where the frisbee is falling towards the basket, rather than always trying to throw laser beams at it that sometimes get you in trouble. That's why I prefer the more lofty jump putt for me. I feel like it's all a fluid motion. You know, one important thing is making sure that your lower body is balanced. That's why I like to bend down a little bit so I can kind of spring off my legs and jump forward. Try to think through the chains. The other jump putt style is more of the spin putt, and I'll try to show you what happens. Gets a little more windy, and especially if it's a headwind, I'll often switch it up to more of a spin style putt. And when I do that, I'm gonna lean back, bend down my back leg, keep the disc right in front of me, like chain high, and then I'm gonna use my momentum to slowly put it on a line straight towards the basket. No, it's a slow, fluid motion where I'm gonna go slowly just to make sure my body's set in place. I'm gonna rock back, but I'm gonna try to keep the disc out here in front of me, chain high. I'm Nikko Locastro. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the page. We'll see you out there on the course.